You're listening to Hashtag No Filter with Zach Peter. That's me, your naturally platinum blonde pop culture connoisseur. I'm the reality TV junkie, self-improvement addict, and host with only the hottest tea spilled fresh weekly. For more hot takes, go and give me a follow at Just Plain Zach. I always keep it funny and I always keep it cute. And if you're like me and you want to stay up to date with the latest reality tea, just go and give us a follow at No Filter with Zach on the Instagram. I always keep it cute there. And I released some photos from our show last Thursday night. So if you want to go check out some of those behind the scenes photos, head over to Just Plain Zach, and head over to No Filter with Zach for all the juicy reality TV tea. You can always join our private Facebook group. The link is in the description below. I hope right now you are drinking some fizzy Housewives inspired rosé for yourself, or rosé and white. Sorry, we have two different. I keep forgetting we have the new white wine that's now available at nofilterwine.com. So you can get the rosé, which is classic. It's crisp. It's lightly fizzy. It's delicious. 13% alcohol by volume, but less than a gram of sugar. Or you can try the new white wine. Also 13% alcohol by volume. Also less than a gram of sugar. Also tasty, delicious, fizzy white wine. Both available at nofilterwine.com. We have Sweetie, I'm Gone with the Wine. Fabulous. We have Cut Down My Drinking or What? We have I'm Not Going Out Tonight. I'm Disengaging. And we also have Don't Play With Me. Your Husband's in the Pool. Inspired by Beverly Hills, Atlanta, New Jersey, and Salt Lake City. So go stock up at nofilterwine.com. Oh my God. So we are coming off we have so much to break down today. We're going to talk about the Beverly Hills reunion because I know we didn't do a live last week. Sorry, I was actually live in person. So we will be talking about the Beverly Hills trailer. We'll be talking about Erika versus Garcelle. We'll be talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion because there's a lot of tea that's spilled about that we'll get into. And then I have an exclusive clip from our Spilling Tea live show with me and Adam. We did our first show at the Bourbon Room in Hollywood last Thursday night, April 7th. We had Sheena, Shay, we had Brock Davies, we had Ryan Bailey, we had Jeff Epstein, we had Jolene Lunzer, we had Steve, Faces by Bravo. Of course, Adam, myself, and Jason were there. We also had Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz. So that was a lot of fun. We had a blast. And I have an exclusive clip from the show with Sheena and Brock. So if you want to catch what Sheena and Brock had to dish, they have a lot to dish. They picked their least favorite cast member currently from Vanderpump Rules because this person apparently recently screamed at them on the phone, which was very interesting. We had a few other Bravo lebs that popped in that weren't in the show. We had MJ from Shahs of Sunset. She was there. Obviously, we know Shahs just got canceled, which seems like she may have been expecting that Shahs was going to get canceled, or she at least had a heads up and knew that was coming or that the announcement was coming. I'm not really sure, but I know that she recently started her new YouTube channel with her husband, Tommy, Till the Dirt. So I would assume they were prepping for whatever is going to be next for them. But there are rumors circulating that there is a new project in the works with MJ, with Gigi, with Reza, the three OGs. Minus Mike, I think he was the only other OG left on the show. Obviously, we know he's going through his drama right now since he was recently arrested on domestic violence charges. That has yet to be settled. His attorney denied the claims, so we'll just have to see how that all plays out. But there is a rumored project that will be coming with MJ, Reza, and Gigi, so who knows? We'll have to stay tuned for that. So MJ was there. We had Captain Sean from Below Deck who was there. We had Guy Tang from Netflix's Bling Empire who was there. We had Dr. V who used to host Marriage Boot Camp. She was also on a number of Bravo shows. She, I think most notably was the mediator, the therapist, when they went to, I think it was, Lake George back in season 5 with the Gorga family drama. Remember when Teresa and Melissa and Joe were all sitting down and they had Dr. V there? She was even at the reunion that year too. So Dr. V was at the event last night because we get our hair done by the same girl, Callie Christine, who's amazing. Love Callie Christine. Kelly was there with Dr. V. And yeah, it was such a fun night. We had a number of Bravo bloggers there. We had the real Andy from Beverly Hills. We had Leon from Hollywood Leon, or Everyone is Terrible is the name of his podcast. Zachary Reality was there. So they were all posting and taking pictures, and I believe Sheena may have vlogged some of it. I know Jolene Lunzer posted a whole video on her YouTube channel dissecting the whole show, and she even did like a reveal of their gift bags, which was incredible. The gift bags were brought to us by Pure Cane, who has been just like such an incredible like sponsor and supporter of Adam and I throughout this whole tour. So Jolene and Nana actually went on and they did like a whole like I don't want to call it an unboxing, an unbagging with the Pure Cane gift bags. So that was really fun. It was exciting to see everybody. Ryan Bailey on his Patreon did a kind of like a recap. He spilled some tea. He said that Raquel and James Raquel and Peter, because there are rumors that Raquel is dating Peter from Vanderpump Rules. Raquel and Peter are not dating, but they did go on one date. But then there were also the rumors that she was dating Nima from Shahs of Sunset. So I don't know if that's true, but Ryan Bailey revealed on his Patreon that she's definitely not dating Peter, but they did go on a date. So that's some scoop. So lots of behind the scenes scoop that's been revealed. Jason on his YouTube channel, Down with Jason, had a video of Adam and I, like a behind the scenes video that he posted on his YouTube channel 24 hours before the show of us getting ready and doing like rehearsals and stuff. So that's really fun. And then if you guys bought the live stream tickets, which shout out to Birchbox, thank you guys for making that live stream possible for everybody. But if you were a VIP live stream ticket buyer, you do have access to a recording of the show, which is available for 1 full week after it broadcasts. And then you also have access to our behind the scenes footage. So we taped a bunch of that this past week. It will be released to all those ticket buyers this upcoming week, or I guess later this week. So stay tuned for that. It hasn't been released yet because a lot of people are like, where's my behind the scenes footage? It's coming, guys. We just have to like make sure it's edited and looks pretty. And Adam and I are going to like, I don't even want to reveal what we're going to do because I want it to be like a fun experience when you guys actually see it. But yeah, that's going to be fun. But we had such a blast hanging out with everybody last Thursday night. Thank you guys so much for coming and supporting. I also have to just give some love to our pals at Pure Cane for making this tour so much yummier. Not only did we sweeten our cocktails with some Pure Cane 0-calorie all-natural sweetener, but our VIP guests, as I mentioned, walked away with some killer swag bags thanks to Pure Cane. They also got to try some of their new no-calorie electrolyte drink mix to help with immune support and hydration, which is great, especially after a night of drinking, because I know I was drinking a few too many of my no-filter wines, so I needed to stay hydrated with that Pure Cane Electro canister. It packs 30 times more electrolytes than water, so you will be uber hydrated. Guys, Adam and I love Pure Cane, and we know that you'll love them too. It's so easy to fit into your lifestyle to make some clean, simple swaps to your favorite treats. Give it a try today at purecane.com. That's purecane.com. Also available on Amazon. Okay, what do you want first? Do you want the Sheena and Brock clip, or do we want the tea? So we talked a little bit about Shahs. It is canceled, but there is going to be some forthcoming project in the works. Maybe it'll be on like Peacock or something. Who knows? What else do we have? Beverly Hills trailer. Let's get into that, and then we'll talk about Erika versus Garcelle, and then we'll talk about the Jersey reunion. So the trailer for Beverly Hills this season looks so juicy, and I was like so excited that it dropped the day of our show because I was like, we have to talk about this, Adam. And we didn't really get a chance to talk about it much, but we did talk about it a little bit. We referenced it for sure. Let's see, where is this trailer? Because it is just like juicy, baby. Okay, so we open up. The women are kind of like, you know, dropping some zingers in the opening segments. Then we get to them like partying, which is typically how the trailers go. So we do see a scene of Erika where she's sitting, she has her hair tied up, she's wearing a pink shirt, she's in somebody's backyard. Is that Rinna's backyard? It looks like it might be Rinna's backyard. But we see her wearing the earrings that were in question. Remember the earrings that she had to give over to the third-party escrow to see if she needed to turn those over. We see her wearing them in this trailer. I wonder if that was intentional or not. We see Cherie. Cherie's the newbie that joined Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. We see Diana Jenkins. Cheers to Diana Jenkins. And then she's showing off all her Cartier rings, and she's like, that's nouveau riche, which I don't know if you necessarily want to refer to yourself as nouveau riche. I got like it just means new money, not old money, and oftentimes it's like not like a good thing. So we see the two of them. We see footage of Dorit's robbery. We see them talking about it. We see some beef between Diana Jenkins and Sutton. This scene was like, oof, because she's like, do you need a new villain? Here I am, baby. And Sutton's like, oh, clenching her pearls from the South. So that looks super juicy. I hear there's like a lot of like little tit for tat sort of beef this season. Crystal obviously is starting to open up about her eating disorder. We see Rinna going through it about her mother. We have Erika comforting her, Kyle comforting her, Kathy comforting her. Obviously, they've all lost. Erika lost her grandmother, who she talks about. Her mom's Renee, but her grandmother, who she says was like the person that raised her. Kyle and Kathy lost their mother, so, you know, we see them comforting her. Then we see Garcelle questioning Garcelle questioning Erika's drinking, and then they have this like montage of her like drinking, and then Rinna's like, you can drink or you can have your pills, but you cannot do both. And then we see the beef in Aspen, where Erika is clapping back at Crystal because she's like, you think it's cool to be on the side of the victims? And Crystal's like, I don't think it's cool. And then Erika's like, I don't give a fuck about anybody else but me. It's like, well, I mean, we knew that. And then she has the beef with Garcelle, and that was at the Rinna Beauty launch party. It was like, I think it was 70s inspired. And we see her beefing with Garcelle, and she's like, are you saying this to like, because you're concerned, or you're saying this to make Erika Jayne look bad? And she's like, Erika, I don't have to make you look bad. You can do battle by yourself. She's like, you can do that by yourself, but you can do battle by yourself is the Tyler Perry reference. And then we see, I think it was Crystal's birthday party, and Erika's talking to Diana Jenkins, and she's like, if we're going to talk about Erika's behavior, then we need to talk about everybody's fucking behavior in this group. And then we see the finale, and Kyle's there with Erika, and Kyle's like, why are you bringing this up about Kathy? And then she's like, are you calling out Kathy just because Erika's like, I've been dragged for the past year and a half, and you've all talked about my shit, and you've all thrown my shit out on the table. And then Kyle's like, so that's why you want to call out Kathy? And Erika's like, yes, that's absolutely why I want to call out Kathy. And so that, I'm assuming, is in relation to the homophobic slur that was dropped by Kathy in Aspen when she was fighting with the DJ, not with Sutton's assistant. And Erika, as we know, it's now been revealed, is the one that heard Kathy say that, and Erika's the one that brings it up on camera, and it becomes a topic of conversation amongst the women. How much of that, I don't know, is actually going to air, because then we cut to a clip which was filmed after Aspen, but right before the finale, and this was one of the last scenes Kathy actually filmed, and that's at Kyle's house with Lisa Rinna and with Kathy, and I don't think Kathy was expecting to run into Rinna this day. But so that's where Rinna reveals. I guess Rinna brought up everything about Aspen, the meltdown, the slur, I'm assuming, and obviously, but what we're seeing in the clip, and I knew about this, but I didn't really want to give away too much, but now that it's in the trailer, we can talk about it. But apparently, during Kathy's meltdown, she was melting down about Kyle and how much she wants to ruin Kyle. And there are all these like terrible things that Kathy says about Kyle in Aspen that was part of her meltdown. And so that's also part of what the women bring up on camera. Again, I don't know how much of all of this is going to air. It looks like, I originally thought they were going to focus more on Kathy's meltdown, but it looks like they're focusing more on Kathy's meltdown in reference to what she was saying about Kyle that night. And I've heard things about what Kathy has said about Kyle for a while now, not just specifically from this season, but apparently I think that relationship is very contentious, it's very toxic, and it goes back way deeper than any of us ever thought that it did. We thought that it stemmed from Mauricio leaving to start the agency and not working with Rick anymore and becoming somewhat of a competitor, but I think it's way more than that. And I actually think that that piece about Mauricio starting the agency is actually a lot bigger than we think it is, because now we've seen it become successful, and it doesn't look like the Hiltons really want Kyle and Mauricio to be successful and to have anything. And now we know that, you know, Kyle is one of the richest housewives on this franchise. Kathy doesn't really count because she's only a friend of, but it's crazy. And we see Rinna just like, they're like, Kathy, you're not going to get away with this. And then Kathy's like, Kyle. And I think that is very clear and indicative of the fact that, like, Kathy, I think, I don't want to say controls Kyle, but I think she knows how to, like, be like, Kyle, don't go there. Kyle, you better check yourself. We're on camera right now. Like, don't play with me. And Kyle's like, how could you say those things? And she's crying. And then we have the final scene, which was also filmed in Aspen of the trailer, which is when Diana Jenkins, Erika, and Dorit went out shopping for the day. This was after that big blow up between Erika and the women. And apparently this is also when Erika brings up that the women are questioning the robbery and whether or not that was legit or whether it was like insurance fraud. And so they all went out to go shopping afterwards. And then we see Kathy joining them and she's locked out of the door. And then the women were like, don't open it, leave her outside. And that's fucking hilarious. I was living for it. So the trailer looks so juicy, so good. And it's not just the Kathy stuff this season, you guys. I know that's what we've heard about and I know that's what we've seen in the trailer, but it's so much more and it's so much deeper with the drama that, like, there are lots of little tiffs. Then there's also the Erika and Garcelle stuff. So it's interesting because at the beginning of the season, when they first started filming, right before Dorit's robbery broke, we saw photos of Erika and Garcelle working out together in LA. So it seemed like they were doing okay and they were, like, trying to, like, have some sort of friendship and repair the beef that they had last season. Now it's like, ooh, something obviously went south. And I think a lot of what went south is in relation to Garcelle's book. So from what I've heard, and I know Jacques Peterson from the Unpopular podcast also revealed that in the book as well, and I think Teddy Mellencamp may have revealed this on her podcast, Two T's in a Pod, that Garcelle misspells Teddy's name in the book, and Jacques was like, that definitely seems intentional. He thinks that Garcelle was doing that purposely because he knows people hate Teddy, and he knows that people would find that funny, and that, you know, being that Teddy is such a polarizing figure from that cast, that, you know, it was deliberate shade to get people to talk about her book. Which I was like, well, I mean, you know, it's smart. You know, it's definitely smart to help book sales. Well, on top of that, apparently she also badmouths a couple of the other women in her book as well. And the women are unhappy with her book and what she writes about in the book, one of the topics being about Erika. So here's the thing. If I'm writing something shitty about somebody in my book, I may send them an advanced, like, copy of the chapter or chapters that they're mentioned in and say, hey, I just want you to know I'm talking about you in the book. Here are the chapters. I don't want to fuck up our friendship. So I'm giving you these chapters in advance. That way you can read them. That way you can be aware and are expected, you know, can expect what's to come. And, you know, if there's any beef, let's settle it now. Let's not focus on it later because I don't want to have a contentious relationship with you. So I'm giving you a heads up. I believe some of that kind of happens, and I'm hoping we see it this season on Beverly Hills, because obviously that's, I'm assuming, going to be Garcelle's storyline this season is her writing the book and getting it to print. But to send somebody, like when you're trash talking somebody and you're not close with them, because we know Erika and Garcelle aren't necessarily close. They're not friends. Garcelle has spoken poorly about Erika on The Real. Garcelle unfollowed Erika and is very unapologetic about that. She was just on The Real again talking about Erika and talking about why she doesn't want to follow her and why she doesn't want to see, you know, photos of her. Why would you then send an advance copy? Because the book goes on sale on Tuesday of this week, so the book's not out yet. Why would you send an advance copy to somebody if you weren't trying to stir up some drama? Which is a smart, calculated PR move. Like, send them a copy of the book in advance. That way you can get a reaction out of them, which is what she did. I think some of the other women are playing it a little more coy, a little smarter, because they're kind of like, we don't want to give her the press. We don't want to give her the attention. So we're not even going to pay attention to this. We're not even going to respond to any of this. But Erika, of course, took the bait. You know, we know she reacts very emotionally sometimes, or like is very reactive sometimes. I shouldn't say emotionally, but is very reactive sometimes. And that's exactly what she did. And she went to her Instagram and posted a video of herself throwing Garcelle's book in the trash like Teresa Giudice with the sprinkle cookies. She brought me sprinkle cookies. You know what kind of cookies I like? Pinoli cookies. Nobody ate them. I threw them in the trash. That's what Erika did. She threw them in the trash, along with like an old phone and a Starbucks and a water bottle. And people are like, why is Erika doesn't recycle? Oh, burn the bitch at the stake. And it's like, shut the fuck up. What? It's one water. Calm down. She's not killing the ozone. Like, that's, there we go. That's the next headline. Erika Jayne is the reason for global warming and the reason polar bears are going extinct because she doesn't recycle. That's the next headline. Breaking news. Was it petty? Absolutely. It was definitely petty spaghetti. The petty mess is what people are calling it on social media. I think it's doing really good for Garcelle's book, though, because now everybody's talking about the book. Here we are talking about the book. I had no interest in reading the book prior, but now it's like, well, now I want to know what she says about the women in the book. So I think that one definitely came back to bite Erika in the ass, but I also don't think Erika really cares. And she's probably like, I did you a favor, bitch. I got you pressed when, nobody was going to buy your book, and now you can thank me because now everybody's going to buy your book, and it's all thanks to me. Snap, snap, pat the puss. We know she took all the credit when the reunion came out, which, to be fair, she did kind of, she brought the attention for the reunion. And I think right now, she brought the attention for Garcelle's book. And I think Garcelle's plan was well executed, and she got exactly what she wanted out of it. What can you do? But apparently that's going to be that's part of like the beef with Garcelle and some of the women this season too, is what she says about them in the book. So I guess we're going to have to read it to find out. Or we can just wait for like Us Weekly to give us like a recap. Like, here are all the juicy things Garcelle says about the other women on Real Houses of Beverly Hills. And then we'll read the recaps. But yeah, the book goes on sale this Tuesday. So there's that. What else? We talked about the Beverly Hills trailer. We talked about Garcelle beef. Let's talk about the Jersey reunion. So Andy Cohen and Dolores Catania have both come out and said that like this is the worst reunion is how they keep describing it. I'm like, well, how are we defining worst reunion? Like, are we defining it as not a lot of drama, boring? Apparently this was one of the longest reunions that they had to tape, and it's being reported that even though Teresa just had surgery and wasn't supposed to be yelling at the reunion, 3 hours into filming, she started yelling at the reunion, probably at Margaret, because you're not going to pop my love bubble. Oof. Oof. We know that the ladies are going to Nashville this week on Real Housewives of New Jersey. And Adam and I are also going to Nashville this week. Boom, boom, boom. Get your tickets at spillingtealive.com. We're going to be there with Emily D. Baker, Molly Hopkins, and Cynthia Decker. Molly and Cynthia are from 90 Day Fiance and from Pillow Talk. Emily D. Baker is everyone's favorite legal commentator who always comes on my show and Adam's show to break down all the legal tea. So she'll be there, and we're going to talk about the Girardi stuff. We're going to talk about the $50 million lawsuit that was just filed by Edelson. We're going to talk about the Beverly Hills trailer, Erika wearing the earrings on the show. We'll get into all of that with Emily. So if you want to actually see that, that's not going to be released on my channel or Adam's show. So you're going to want to buy your tickets. If you're in person, I think we have like a couple of tickets left, the general admission tickets, or you can live stream it from home for $5. The $5 live stream gets you just an access to the live broadcast, the live feed. And also, something that happened in LA with the show was, I think we started like 20 minutes late. So there were people in the live chat waiting for the live stream to start. Guys, if you are in the chat, like the show will start. Just note, like the show is going to come and it will start. It might not start exactly at that time just because, maybe there are technical difficulties. Maybe the pre-party went a little longer. So just know that if you're in the live chat and you're waiting for the show to start, it will start eventually. But yeah, so if you're going to live stream it, you can live stream it for $5, but that's only the live broadcast. That's only the live feed. If you want a copy of it, then you'll want to upgrade to our VIP tickets, and you'll get a copy of the recording for up to a week after the show. And you'll get all of our behind the scenes bonus footage in Nashville as well, which we'll be taping and we can't wait for. So get ready. It's going to be fun. SpillingTeaLive.com. Get your tickets. Okay, so Teresa started screaming 3 hours into the reunion. There's apparently a walk-off from Joe Gorga. Now, there are conflicting reports about why he walked off the show. There was one report that claimed that Gia Giudice was there and he got in a fight with Gia, and that's what caused his walk off, to which Andy Cohen made Teresa get off stage and go get him and bring him back and make sure everything is settled, because he's like, this isn't worth it. This is my family. This is not worth it to me. I'm not going to do it. And then multiple reports came out and claimed that Gia was not present at the reunion. So what it sounds like to me, and how I think this got lost in translation, is it was probably the topic of conversation about Gia versus Joe on the show, and the fight between Gia and Joe at the top of the season, which is what we saw. So that, I think, is what probably brought that conversation up at the reunion, even though Gia wasn't physically there and Gia didn't participate in the reunion, but obviously she was a topic of conversation at the reunion, and I assume that the other women then chime in and have their opinions about it. Andy, I'm sure, grills Joe. Teresa and Joe, I'm sure, have, an exchange of words. I'm pretty sure Melissa jumps in on that as well, because she's going to defend her husband if Teresa's, not necessarily being there for her. So, yeah, there's all of that. That's what I think. That is my theory on what I think happens. But Dolores says that it's a lot of fighting. It's really dramatic. There's a lot. So this was the worst reunion. It was because there was a lot of screaming, a lot of fighting, and a lot of just like animosity at this reunion, which is a little unfortunate and kind of crazy, considering that, they all seemed to have been headed to a better place coming into this season, minus Jennifer. And then Jennifer repaired things with everyone. And then it seemed like we were all good. And now it seems like we're not all good. So I guess we'll have to watch what happens when the reunion airs. We're now hitting the Nashville trip, and I believe this is the final trip before the finale. So I would guess we maybe have 3, or I would say maybe 4 more episodes. This week is 1 episode, so 3 more in addition to this week before we get to the finale. And then we'll have the reunion, which will come, what are we in, April? May? We'll probably have a conclusion by May of Real Housewives of New York. We'll get the reunion that'll finish before June. And then come June, we have Real Housewives of Dubai. We have Beverly Hills that's starting up again in May. We have Atlanta that's coming back. So it's all good. It's gonna be Miss Juicy, baby. Hey. What else? I think we should get to the Sheena and Brock of it all, right? So there was a lot of fun. Adam and I are taking questions right now for our Nashville show for the Spilling Tea live tour. So if you have questions that you want us to answer, we'll be answering some of your questions. And I saw some of the ones that people sent in on Instagram, and a lot of them want to know, like, what was the tea from the LA show? We'll give all of that at this Wednesday's show in Nashville at City Winery. We'll be in the City Winery lounge for our show. Get ready. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Molly and Cynthia are going to get grilled, and we're going to play a fun game with them. We're going to grill Emily D. Baker, and we're going to play a fun game with her. But the LA show was truly so special, and I was so grateful. And I probably can speak for Adam for the on this too, but I'm mostly going to be speaking for myself, because I also want to say how grateful I am to Adam and Jason. Because listen, I can be a little controlling. I can be a little micromanaging. I know I can be a bit of a psycho, chaotic bitch sometimes. And they rolled with anything. I mean, I wasn't like table flipping or going crazy or anything, but I will say I definitely am grateful to them, because we pulled it together, you guys. Like, we did every single little detail and element of this to the gift bags that people were getting. Adam, Jason, and I were literally there stuffing those gift bags at the Bourbon Room before we got ready, getting ready. Jason was literally putting together the step and repeat. Adam was folding all of the table tents. Like, we were doing every single thing. I loaded up all the boxes up the Bourbon Room stairs. When we got there, it was all shipped in my apartment. Like, we did all of it. And I'm so proud of that. And I'm so grateful. We also had a ton of friends that ended up coming and helping us, both Adam's friends and my friends, that were super killer that night. And we could not have accomplished it with just the 3 of us. And we're so grateful to them. But it was a lot of fun. And we cannot thank you guys enough for coming out and supporting us. The Bourbon Room was so packed. It was our sold out show with the Toms and Sheena and Brock and all of our fun Bravo friends that were there. It was just a night to remember. And I just want to say thank you to Adam and Jason, because they really rallied and helped make this possible. Like, I could have never done this on my own. Like, I I could not have filled the room like that. I could not have executed like that. Like, I'm one person, you know, and it was definitely a team effort for sure. And I'm very grateful to them. I'm very grateful to Purecane for helping us put together that event. I'm grateful to Birchbox for making the live stream possible. I believe we have a special code, Tea Time 22. Yeah, Tea Time 22. If you guys want to check out Birchbox and order from them, I believe the code is Tea Time 22, and you can go to birchbox.com and you'll get 20% off one of their subscription boxes. I think it's a 6-month subscription box. If you subscribe, where's my Birchbox? It's right here. Huh. Look at that. I didn't even plan this. But so they have these really cute subscription boxes that they'll send you every month with all these cute, fun samples, with all these goodies in them. Huh? Oh my God. Wait, I need to put these on. I need to bring these with me to Nashville. Face wipes. Oh my God. I'm going to need to bring this with me to Nashville. I didn't even, whoopsie daisy. Completely forgot about that. It was just sitting here. But yeah, give Birchbox some love. Tea Time 22, give Purecane some love, purecane.com. Give Adam and Jason some love. Sheena Shay is going to be doing a podcast show of her own at City Winery in May. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to get tickets and support Sheena because she supported us. There was a lot of tea. Like, let's see what happened. Like, my mom almost got in a fight at the end of the night. That was really fun. It was a good time. It was all fun, honestly. Tom Sandoval, there was a table flip. He flipped the table on stage accidentally, but spilled whiskey and beer all over the stage, all over my Louboutins. That was fun. Schwartz showed his ass. Schwartz was going around pouring shots of their Tom's Good Love and bourbon, which is super yummy, you guys. You have to try the bourbon. Oh, it's delicious. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. We also got coverage in Page 6 because Schwartz talked about his wedding ring. Thank you, Evan Reel from Page 6 for featuring our show. That was incredible. There was even a picture of me with Schwartz on the Step and Repeat before the show. Such a night to remember. Thank you guys so much for supporting Adam and I. And with that, I've rambled on enough. Here is a clip from last Thursday's show at the Bourbon Room of Spilling Tea Live LA with Sheena Shay and Brock Davies.
I just want to say thank you to the right there who warned me about the canned wine.
Wait, how many have you had? Good girl. Good girl.
Too many.
That was me last night. Okay, so with this, we wanted to say, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. This is so fun.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a blast tonight. Especially, don't go anywhere. Stay around for the after party. But we had to kick this off because last time we caught up with you guys, we knew that we had a baby and some wedding
Look at this, mama.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's I guess that's where we're gonna start this off.
Okay.
Do we have an update on the wedding?
Wedding is, as of now, we set a date. I don't know that we should say what the date is.
Well, I was hoping for someone else to have another event so I could like hijack that, but then
they're actually getting married right here.
And invite us.
Can we get married right now?
Sandoval, where are you? We know you're ordained.
No,
I will do it. I will do it, but then we're hijacking the show. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, it's my MO apparently.
Sandoval?
We've got a wine sponsor. Get on it.
Well,
so we've set a date. It's in August, and I really hope that all of you will be able to see it on season 10. But we don't know if we have a season 10. So
if not, then guys can come fill the hotel rooms with us. We'll send you the invite.
Wait, so before we move on real quick, are we still thinking Bali?
No, we have
dream.
transitioned to Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, I love it.
Right, you'll make it.
Well, Brock, I know last time we chatted, you told us that you had finally paid off the child support. That's been cleared.
Yes.
A dad that steps up to the table. We love them.
But yes, I'm sorry about all of that, and I handled it.
How are the kids? Are there any plans to see them soon?
Look, we just got to start with the family, with her and her partner. So we got to build that relationship up. So we actually are making moves. She was to her words. If you make the payment, we can start a conversation.
No.
You guys are awesome. Fuck yeah.
Oh, they're all paid. We paid them to be here tonight. So, Sheena, we have a question from our Instagram for you from Charlie Bellix. And Charlie wants to know, how is your relationship with Brandi Glanville now?
So actually,
you're welcome.
I am so glad you brought this up because I need to text her and follow up. She asked me in January to do her podcast and to do a swap. And I was in the transition of moving Shenanigans over to Dear Media. And I said, as soon as we get over to Dear Media, I would love to do that. So I need to follow up with her because we are actually good. And for so many years, we've been talking about doing each other's podcasts and we never have. So it's going to happen. Yeah.
She's so
Do you
nice.
guys not want it?
She's
I
so
feel
nice.
like people want to see the swap, but
No,
apparently
no,
not.
what are you
I
doing
want to
now?
see the
We
swap.
What are you gonna
definitely want
talk
it.
about?
First of all, hold on. If we're applauding two T's in a pod, Tamara Judge and Teddy Mellencamp, I know we are not booing Brandi and Sheena. Okay?
you.
There you go.
Thank you. All right. We also have another question from one of our amazing subscribers,
Okay.
Instagram followers, and now she feels like family, Sarah Bahu. And she asked, what's helped you keep your relationship strong throughout all of the media and the show drama?
You can take it.
You want to take it?
I have no idea. We just figured it out somehow. It's a secret sauce, and we communicate
I
kind
think,
of okay.
yeah, we do have very open communication that often can be in a like fighting type of way where it's like rah rah rah, he's right, I'm right, whatever. But
Right.
we communicate, and at the end of the day, we always understand each other's point of view.
I wear the pants. She just tells me which ones to wear, and I'm okay. That's it. It's smart.
That's true.
That's the source. That's it. Just
Yeah.
know my place, and I just got to check in and make sure I can do anything, and I'm happy.
Are you getting relationship advice from Lala?
You know what? She's out there dating. I don't know if I can help her with that, but get after it, honey. You know, she
I will
deserves a
say
good
too,
one.
though, this is the first relationship I've ever been in that I feel I don't have to always paint a perfect picture. I'm like, yeah, we fight, we go at each other, but at the end of the day, we're where we're at right now. And
Yeah, baby.
I love you.
It's not this easy, I promise you. It's fucking nightmares sometimes.
Not
But it's
literally,
good.
but like, you know.
Maybe literally.
So is there a future that you guys envision maybe off TV with more kids, and where would that be?
Well, hopefully on TV if we keep this going.
I mean, yeah.
Fucking, why are you putting an end to it? This is awesome.
I would love to give Summer Moon a sibling for sure, but after like almost dying in labor, don't know that I will necessarily do that. So we've considered a surrogate, we've considered adoption, and we've considered just, you know, like rolling the dice and seeing if I'm okay and inducing early. So I don't know, but we
you
definitely
guys will
do
know when it happens.
want to.
As long
but-
as it's a no filter exclusive, I'm good.
yeah. And then Brian Bailey can post her or his name on Instagram.
All right. Well, with that, since we have you up on stage
Yes.
and we're about to get married
Okay.
in Mexico, which
Wait, right now, Sandoval, did you bring your papers?
Oh, you got those papers, buddy?
we have to play a game.
Okay.
Okay, so we're almost newlyweds, not quite yet.
Yes.
And almost newlyweds should know a lot about each other.
Yeah.
So I think, should we, Zach,
I mean-
test them?
I think we should test them.
I think we should test
we should
them.
put them. Are they ready to walk down the aisle?
We did this on Watch What Happens Live and we crushed it.
Did we?
We
Okay.
did. We crushed it on Watch What
He
Happens.
doesn't remember. This is not a strong start, guys.
He doesn't remember anything.
All right, we have some boards for you.
Oh,
I gotta
And
it
you're
is
not
on
allowed
Watch
to
What Happens
pee.
Live.
Here, we're gonna have to
Okay.
split you up, Brock, so you can't see her boards.
Well, that's cheating.
I kept it warm for you.
Thank you.
I didn't fart though. Okay, so Adam has a series of questions that he's gonna ask you guys,
Okay.
and you will each write your answers,
All
and we'll
right.
compare them to see if you're ready to walk down the aisle.
Okay. I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous. We just hope that all of your answers match, because if they don't, then
Right.
maybe be nervous.
Same.
But you're not married yet, so you still have time.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's time to study.
Yeah,
So
good
we're gonna
luck,
kill
buddy.
it.
I
Listen,
forgot
Brock,
my ring.
we're gonna kill it. Okay. All right.
Sorry, you forgot your ring. My bad, honey.
Do
we want to go into this real quick?
I remembered it from San Diego, but then I forgot to put it on. I have the daily one on.
She has a daily ring. Just
Kyle Chan made me too.
That's a thing, apparently. She got me.
Get robbed. Makes sense. All right. Makes sense. Okay, are you guys ready?
Okay.
Okay. First question. Question number 1.
Oh.
Who said I love you first? And hide that board.
All right.
Okay, listen. Can't help her out, okay?
I
She might forget.
All right, reveal. Brock. All right. All right.
Okay.
1 point for Sheena and Brock. Let's see if we can get all 8.
Can I say that was probably too easy? Easy.
That was an easy one.
We'll work our way in here. All right, Brock. And this is for Sheena too.
Okay.
What's Sheena's favorite restaurant?
Ooh. Oh.
Sir, obviously.
No, please.
Sir, Pump,
No.
Tom Tom.
San Diego.
Oh, Schwartz and Sandy.
I mean, look, this is where we go date night like all the time. We live in San Diego
You
right
like
now.
the subtle
so
hints right
the
here?
answer is not.
All right,
gonna be
reveal.
sir.
You guys can't see it, but
Right?
it says
Yes.
Barbusa.
Okay.
Barbosa.
If you are in San Diego, in Little Italy, Barbusa, oh my God. Yeah.
Yes.
But in
All
LA, we love sir.
2 out of 2.
Wait,
Okay.
you're like, sir? My go-to is Tom Tom. Have you had those
You know
cauliflower?
what? Sir just changed their entire menu.
Did they?
They took everything off the menu except the goat cheese balls.
Of course they did.
Of course.
Can I
But-
just say though, the food is better at Tom Tom?
Can I let you guys really
The
know a secret?
cauliflower wings at Tom Tom, y'all, so good.
I object.
What?
Schwartz and Sandy's wings are fire. Just so you're
They're
very
not even
clear.
open yet.
Shut up, honey. They don't know. It's a plug.
Okay,
All right,
question
what's our
number
third
3.
question?
Okay.
Sheena,
Okay.
what's Brock's biggest turn on?
Turn on.
Ooh.
Turn on.
Turn on.
What is it going to be?
Look at him. He
Well,
looks like
it's-
excited.
Is it an Aquaman role play?
Oh,
That's my turn on.
What's my turn on?
I love how Brock's like, I don't even know what my biggest...
I'm gonna go PG, and for y'all here, I'm gonna do the R version too.
All right, reveal.
I don't think you're gonna say what I said, but I know these are right.
Just get it going. Where did you go?
All right. Reveal.
The reveal.
Either being like super confident or my vibrator.
And Brock wrote
I had her heart. I said her heart like I love who she is, but yeah, the vibrator's a fucking turn on.
That's what I said. I know my
We
answers,
put-
right?
you've
But
seen-
you're gonna be PG.
Yeah, you've seen the posts. Okay, it's good.
I think I got a free vibrator off Sheena's Instagram.
Perfect. It worked.
I'll have a new code soon, Bellasa.
I think
What's
we're ready
number
for the
4,
next
Adam?
one. Brock, this question's more geared towards you. For Sheena, how many kids does Sheena want?
Now they're both going to write 3.
We have a couple Sheenas in the house.
Well, there are only 4 seasons.
Look, yeah.
I was really... I was thinking that they were going to bomb this, honestly, but maybe it's because Jason and I totally would have fucked this up. Like, it would have been bad. But for you guys, you're killing it. So this is great. Okay,
Thank you.
question number
question
5. We only have 6 left. Don't worry. Okay. Who is Brock's least favorite cast member on Vanderpump Rules?
Ooh, currently? Wait.
This is a thing, right? We have to look. You know what? If you're watching this, it's because I got given like the Murray fuck kill situation. I'm in a game, so
In it to win it. Oh, reveal.
What did you say?
Okay.
James Kennedy.
now this is.
Explain.
I'm going to spill some tea.
Spill
This is
some tea.
Reference. You don't call up my partner and cuss her out because you're upset with how you handle yourself. That's it. I went. That's it.
He did do that recently.
You can call up my partner and cuss him out anytime. All right.
Question number 6, Adam.
How many tattoos does Sheena have?
I don't even know the answer to that.
No.
That is not fair.
You better know that
Okay,
body.
but let's take an educated guess.
Yeah, because
Together.
she's a scribble page over there.
Brock,
You know, like when you like doodle.
Aw.
the correct,
Noodles.
the correct answer
All right,
is one
here.
body of art.
Okay. Yo, you better keep counting.
Is that
I
the
think
real
she needs to
number?
join the game.
13.
22.
22.
She's
What?
I told you, it's like
13
flicking
on
through a
this arm
child's book.
alone.
It's just
I got
bitches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You got
7,
22.
8 on this arm. I don't know. I think I'm at like 22. That's just this arm.
So here's my look. I get tattoos if I was like committed to it. She straight up was like, I love this, and I love this about her because I would never do it because she just like, I want this for the weekend. So 22. Show us. We'll be here for a
Apparently it
while.
doesn't
Some
matter
can
because
be shown. We are live streaming here as well. But I think honestly, the last time I counted, I was over 20.
What's the answer?
apparently it's 22, which you were pretty far off.
Yeah, that was.
But you got the restaurant right and you got the kids. And honestly, you got everything else right. So you're doing good. You're good. You're at a 90% and still an A. All right, last two questions.
Still an A.
Oh, are we not
first
set
I'm
I
it?
at
ever
least
had.
19 right now in my head, but I know I'm missing 20. Yeah, it's over 20.
Wow.
Okay.
I know. Whatever.
Okay, next question.
Half my life. I started getting tattoos when I'm
Next
18.
question.
I'm 36. For half my life, I've been tattooing my body.
That's 22 is a good
Yeah.
number. Everybody likes an even number.
You
We're
know.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next
It's a lucky number.
next question
Yes.
was,
Okay.
where was your first date?
Ooh.
Wow. I know. What.
The bathroom at Sir.
No,
Probably didn't spell it, Bobby. It's the double A, right? Oh, yeah, it's double A.
wait.
Kaboo.
It's a match.
Kaboo, baby.
They're killing this game, Adam.
Yeah.
I
And we
mean-
did not know these questions ahead of time.
I honestly kind of feel like Zach fed them to you guys. Now.
No, you did not. You said we were going to play this game, but that's all I knew.
Okay. Okay. I like this. All right. And our next question is, who is Brock's celebrity crush?
Ooh.
Wow.
Wait.
Aquaman.
Wait.
You looking?
No.
What do you got?
I'm just going to say me. I'm not a celebrity, though. I don't think I'm a celebrity.
I fucked up.
Oh.
I fucked up.
Show them.
Fucked up.
God.
I said The Rock.
That was very smart.
Boy!
That was safe. That was safe.
Yeah, I knew that, too. I knew that.
Nailed it.
We could have ruined this Mexico wedding really quick with that answer. The Rock was safe. Okay. All right.
I think a one ticket to Bali.
Number 9. Brock, I don't know if you're going to get this one, but you might. What is Sheena's biggest pet peeve?
Oh, wow.
Oh. Downstairs.
There's a
I
few.
worked with Sheena at Sir. I just want to say this, and she has a side that she likes to take photos on. I think that's part of a pet peeve of hers.
Definitely.
And she also looks at all of the photos when you take the photos to approve the photos.
You know what? I don't do that anymore
Oh, okay.
because I just gave up on that.
Yeah.
And now there's like FaceApp and all this other shit that people do to input. I'm like, whatever. Do what you want to do with it. I don't care.
Nope.
But there was a solid period of time that I'm like, wait, let me see. Is it good? Do we need another? Now I'm just like, is it good? Like lighting? Do you like how you look in it? It's not about me. So if we take a photo tonight and I say, is it good? I'm asking if you think it's good of you because I don't care how I look. Your photo is for you. So
And just to be fair, everybody used to always say to me, God, you're the first guy host at Sir. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's kind of not really my job. That's not the title of it. I'm really Sheena's photo taker. So I got really good at it. So she kept me around. Okay. Next question. Oh, no, we have
need
an
the
answer.
reveal.
We need an answer.
what did you say?
My magic table I have.
Your what?
My magic table. Every time I put clothes, coffee cups, anything.
Oh no, that's not my pet peeve,
clean.
honey. Just flush
boom.
the fucking toilet.
If it's yellow, have you guys watched that movie? If it's yellow, let it mellow. No, to be honest, listen, here's my thing. I don't just leave piss in the seat. That's not me. We have a really bad downstairs toilet, really bad, and I know it, but I still use it because I don't want to walk upstairs. Thank you. And it's just me.
It needs a double flush, so wait the 30 seconds and double flush.
I have time for waiting.
Our nanny comes over. She's like, I need to go to the restroom before I take care of your daughter. And we're like, oh my God, wait. Let me check first. Let me check.
It's a
Brock
thing.
was in there.
It's a thing. Sorry, guys. Disgusting. Filthy animal.
So, yeah, that's
Sounds like
it.
a shit
So
show.
I thought it was
we
me
missed
just being
2
lazy.
questions. We've only missed 2 questions.
Yes.
That's not bad. You have one last final question.
Okay.
We want to know, well, we want to know if you know, really. How long did you guys date before getting engaged? We don't need like 96 days, but how many months?
Huh?
How many days did you date?
How many months before did we date? What's that?
How many months before you got engaged?
I don't even remember when we got engaged.
At James and Raquel's wedding.
But like the timeline, when was that date?
Okay, well, think about how long I was pregnant for and how long you knew me for before I was pregnant.
Oh, there you go. Thank you very much.
Is that cheating?
I don't know. I think that one's worth
I'm gonna
half
say-
a
I'm
point.
gonna
We
say
guided Brock to that
15?
answer.
What?
12 months.
That's a year.
Were you pregnant for 12 months?
No, 6.
It was about a year and
A year and a half. So how many months is that? That's what, 14? No. 12,
I don't know. It's a year and a
16.
half. I don't know much.
A year and a half.
I said,
18.
18.
think about how many months I was pregnant. We were already together for how many?
Think
Never mind.
about that.
I quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did pretty good.
Wow.
8 out of 10 is not bad. Give it up for Sheena and Brock, everybody. Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God, thank
We
you guys.
appreciate you. We love you guys. Give it up for Sheena and Brock.
That was
A
it.
big round of applause.
Hey! Thanks, guys.
Guys, please go, if you haven't done so yet, go and get tickets to Spilling Tea Live. You can go to spillingtealive.com to get an in-person ticket, or you can get a live stream ticket at spillingtealive.com as well. You're going to want to live stream these shows. Get that VIP package because it also gets you the behind-the-scenes bonus footage, which comes like the following week. It does not come immediately after, so just be prepared that comes later. But yeah, spillingtealive.com. Sheena Shay, like I said, is doing a live show of shenanigans at City Winery NYC, which is where we're doing our show on April 28th. Sheena's going to be there, so if you guys are local, she'll be there a few weeks after us. So if you guys are local in New York, I definitely recommend getting tickets to see Sheena's show. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Shenanigans is always a great time, and I'm pretty sure she's going to put on one hell of a show. So definitely go to support Sheena. The link is in her Instagram bio. So if you go at Sheena on Instagram, you can get your tickets to her Shenanigans live show at City Winery NYC this May. Get ready. Thank you guys so much. I hope all episode long you were sipping on some no filter wine. Hey. Cheers, everybody. NoFilterWine.com. Like I said, we have the rosé. We have the new white wine. So yummy. 4 fun new designs available at NoFilterWine.com. Spilling Tea Live tickets are available at spillingtealive.com. And yeah, I'll have another episode coming this Wednesday. I have Craig Conover from Southern Charm Winter House. Also appeared on Summer House this past season. We talk about Summer House. We talk about his fallout with Austin Kroll. We talk about his relationship with Paige DeSorbo. What else do we talk about? Naomi, his new book, Pillow Talk, which is on sale now, guys. You're definitely going to want to grab a copy of Pillow Talk by Craig Conover. On sale now. So yeah, and definitely check out his tour too. Everybody's going on tour right now. I heard Giselle and Robin just announced their tour. Everyone's just like, Adam and I are just leading the charge, aren't we? Now everyone's on tour. Lala's tour is going to be starting soon. Oof, what a fun time. All right, you guys, give me a follow at Just Plain Zack if you want to keep up with me, and follow the show at No Filter with Zack. The show gives you all the juicy tea. My personal account gives you like an insight into my life and like behind the scenes of the show, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, love you guys. Appreciate you. See you Wednesday. Bye.